This is PHP tutorial 3. On the previous video, PHP tutorial 2, we had an error. But before the error, we had looked at 4 different data types. We had looked at string, integer. We looked at string, integer, boolean, and array. But we had an error here the last time. Let's just remind ourselves of that error. So, yeah. Undefined, use of undefined constant person. Now the reason for this error is that, I've created the variable person here as an array. Now when I say I've created the variable person here as an array, what I mean is that I've created the variable person which has multiple values. It has the value John, Ben and Andrew, for example. And we want to cycle through each value of the array and print it out to the screen. So here I've got for person, for each instance of person, save it as name. So I should have name down here instead of person. It's a silly mistake. Easily fixed. And it prints out each value, John, Ben, Andrew, great. So the next variable type we need to look at as a float. So that's type number 5. I think there's 8 different types, 8 different data types in total, so we'll hopefully get up to number 8. So let's see, if we copy, to explain float, if we copy the stuff that we've done for integer, now the reason that at present variables x and y are data type integer is because they're set as whole numbers or set equal to whole numbers. But if we change that to 2.5 and we change that to 2.5, we're changing it from a whole number to a decimal number, a floating point if you will. So here we're saying that x is now data type float and y is now data type float. And if we save that and then we print that, 2.5 plus 2.5 equals 5. Yeah, so now these are data type float. So that's us done 5 different data types. Now the 6th data type is an object. Now we can't really explain what an object is as yet because we haven't done properties and methods and functions and things like that, so we'll need to come on to that. But if for now, if you just know the 6 different data type in PHP is object. The 7th different data type is something called a null value. So to explain a null value, you might not see why a null value is useful at the minute until we've gone into more tutorials, but you just need to really know that it exists at the minute. So we could say we've got a variable called x and we're setting it equal to null, and then we could do a variable dump on that. So we could do var dump, and on var dump we could say var dump x. So this is number 7, and if we save it, yeah, no, let me get that printed out there. Null is really a special data type which can only really have one value, so it's null. And it's just basically a variable that has no value assigned to it. We'll come into why that's useful. It's more useful when you move on to things like databases and operate in PHP with things like MySQL and PHP MyAdmin, but that's a sort of more advanced topic. So you just need to know that this variable type exists at the minute. And the last data type is something that's called a resource. So The special resource type is not actually a data type. It's basically a reference to functions and resources external to PHP. A common example of this is basically like a reference to a database cell in something like PHP or MySQL. We won't really talk about the resource data type here, it's more of an advanced topic. We have sort of explained in detail 6 of these, and we've maybe said that 2 of them, like object and resource, that we'll explain at a later date, and we will. But that basically should give you a good introduction to what the 8 different data types are in PHP. Okay, thanks for watching.